welcome to the 143rd installment of Em Alejandro, your number one place for sports, cars, video games, fitness. If you're a man, you're here. Mr. Alejandro's about to tell him.
What you about to tell him, Alejandro?
I'm about to tell him about the New York Jets going on the road to face the Buffalo Bills in the 2016 NFL season.
Tell him, Alejandro!
PA drinkers, if you a real goon like your boy Mr. Alejandro, A, you was watching a little bit of baseball tonight because the Red Sox came back and stole a victory against my Yankees. B, you waiting for midnight to cop that new NBA 2K17. And C, you was watching the Jets go on the road and beat up on the Buffalo Bills, baby. They finally defeated their former head coach Rex Ryan. This is big. Last season, the Buffalo Bills prevented the New York Jets from going to the playoffs by defeating them twice in both their matches, and they also beat them in the last week of the season when the Jets really needed it. So now the Jets got a little bit of revenge. Now let's talk about the game, son. We got to talk about how the Jets offensively look top tier against the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, with their head coach Rex Ryan, are supposed to have one of the sexiest defenses in the league, right? Because he's a defensive specialist. I ain't knocking Rex, but what I am putting y'all onto is the fact that that defense ain't really there right now. Right now, if I'm going up against that defense, I'm looking at that defense like they barbecue chicken, B. Pollo a la barbacoa. They soft. They not ready. They not ready to bang in the paint. They looking weak. They cut Mario Williams, and you would think that, something's wrong with Super Mario because Super Mario is supposed to be a top-tier D lineman in the league. But it looks like there was nothing wrong with Super Mario. It looks like there was something wrong with that D. They lack goon D right now. Big Brandon Marshall was strong tonight in this game. Eric Decker looked great. Of course, he's poised to have a big season. When you have a true number one receiver like Big Brandon Marshall on the other side of you, he's going to get mad double coverages. You're going to get single coverages. And if you can't work them single coverages in this league, get out the league. This ain't the league for you, son. So the Jets look great. Passing wise, Fitzpatrick actually looked competent tonight. Does Mr. Alejandro believe in him? Hell no. Do I think the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl with him as the quarterbacks? Hell no. But for tonight, we partying. I need to talk about the Jets running back, baby, Matt Forte. He was on his Skippa the Flippa tonight because Matt Forte was eating.
Flippa, eating.
Matt Forte, 100 plus yards, tied a career high, 3 rushing TDs. I love the fact that the Jets signed Forte this summer. I feel like that was a good look, you feel me? And to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like Forte is going to have a strong season. I feel like the Jets defensively are going to be goons all season long. And again, it just goes to Fitzpatrick. If he can actually play solid, consistent football, the Jets are going to go far. However, the reason why I don't trust Fitzpatrick is because he's been in the league for mad long. And guess how many playoff victories Ryan Fitzpatrick has, people? The same amount as you, who's sitting there watching this sexy episode, and the same amount as me, who's talking all this trash. He got no playoff victories, son. So I was supposed to just believe he's going to go on this miraculous playoff run, win mad games, and win a Super Bowl? Over my dead body. I hope it happens because he's representing the New York squad. But if I think it's going to happen, whatever. I got a better chance hitting the lotto. I do have to mention the fact that my man's D-Rev, Darrelle Revis, got burned for 80 plus yards by a no-name bum. He's fast and he definitely has Olympic type speed. Alright, so I ain't going to sleep on him. However, he's not one of the top tier wide receivers in the NFL. I gave Darrelle Revis a pass last season when DeAndre Hopkins carved him up. DeAndre Hopkins, top tier receiver in this league. Last week, Darrelle Revis got abused by AJ Green. Abused, okay? But this week, when you get burned by a no-name bum, that's not a good look. Darrelle Revis, not too long ago, was my number one cornerback in the league, and I must say, he may not be number one after this season when your boy Mr. Alejandro starts diving into them top fives. And since we're talking about cornerbacks, quick mention, gotta mention this. Last week, week 1, Josh Norman going up against Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers have a number one receiver in this league, Antonio Brown. I'm expecting a showdown. Josh Norman versus Antonio Brown. What happens? Norman does not line up with Brown. I have a problem with that. Mad Cats are saying it's the Washington Redskins scheme because they want to have a scheme like the Seattle Seahawks because, everybody wants to duplicate or copy, people who are successful. I got a problem with that, son. At the end of the day, if Mr. Alejandro is one of the best cornerbacks in the league and I'm getting paid top dollar, all right, $15+ million to guard the best receivers in this league, I'm going straight to my head coach. I'm going to tell him, yo, this ain't no winning scheme. Any scheme that you got that doesn't have me, the best cornerback in the league, in my head, you feel me, going up against the best receivers in this league, this ain't a good enough scheme for me. I'm going to say what I got to say on the sidelines. The coach is going to look at me sideways. And then, of course, I'm not going to be playing in that game because I'm going to be misbehaving. You understand? I'm not going to be listening to my head coach. I'm probably going to get suspended for conduct detrimental to the team, and then I'm getting traded to another team that's going to utilize me properly, that's going to put me in positions to win, because it don't make no sense for me to be guarding one side of the field, right? And I'm supposed to be guarding the best receivers in the league, and then what the other team does to counter is put the best receiver in the league on the other side of the field so he can go up against one of my bum teammates. And then what does he do? Beat up on my bum teammate as anticipated. So this don't make no sense. Either put me on the best receivers in this league, coach, or don't use me at all. Just trade me. Suspend me for contract detrimental to the team. I'm not with this. It don't make no sense to have me on the roster if this is how I'm going to be utilized. Josh Norman, I want you to step up. Tell them coaches, stop being stupid. Stop being soft. Use me properly. And also watch the Redskins off the rip. I already know that's a losing organization. So, of course, as a Giants fan, I'm laughing when they do something stupid like this. But the football fan side of me really wants to see Norman and Brown get it popping. I'm going to tell you this, though. Week 3, when Beckham and Norman line up, ain't going to be no, we're going to put Norman on one side of the field. I know that. They putting Norman on Beckham. And we will be doing an episode on that game. There you have it, folks. Mr. Alejandro's recap of the New York Jets versus the Buffalo Bills. What did y'all think about the game? What did y'all think about the lack of goon defense by the Buffalo Bills? Do y'all think the New York Jets have a bright future for this upcoming season? What do y'all think about my man's Darrelle Revis looking like he may possibly be aging and, may not be as nice as he used to be? And what do y'all think about Josh Norman and Antonio Brown from week 1 not getting it on? Tell them in the comments.
Tell them.
Tonight's bow ties are brought to you by Alfred Pennyworth. It's black and it's yellow, a combo that's never wrong. Kid Cudi, Kanye, let's just get along. Tune in for more sports, cars, video games, fitness, and all that. Follow at Em Alejandro to hear my immediate reaction to live sports events, or if you want to hear me cover a certain team or topic. Tell them. Outro music. Yeah. My Mets play tomorrow. Big game. We need all the wins. Baseball right now. Try to make some playoff pushes, son. Yankees, Mets. Let's get it together. We had mad injuries in the football season week 1. The one that hurt me the most, the RG3 incident. That sucked, man. I was hoping for a good season from him. Big fantasy week coming up for Mr. Alejandro. Let's get it. T-E-A. Woo! T-E-A. T-E-A. Yeah. T-E-A. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Hit it. Boom, boom. Yeah. Woo! High five.